Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, nerds, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer, where we are playing as the Vampire Counts. Last time, we extended our rule far and wide, from Fort Obergundam style, Castle Hasselhoff, all the way down to Waldendorf. Now, we have, that's Marioville. According to this thing here, we have all of Eastern Sylvania. Cool for us. We're building up some stuff. I'm not quite sure if the tree thing, what is it, the forest over here is gonna let me build things with the crypts over here. I think, if I'm correct here, I build this thing, which will give me the crypts, and then I'll have one more slot here. So if this doesn't work over here, then I build this thing, and then I'll have to build this one from like nothing to 3, which is gonna cost me. Let's see here. $4,000. All the thing it's telling me right now is I have insufficient funds to make this thing. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out at a later time. But what I do know is that in a 2 turns, we should be able to make the Black Knights with lances and parting, which are shock cavalry, and the Black Knights. Now, what, you might be asking yourself, is shock cavalry? Well, I don't know either. That's why I clicked this button here. I know that from what I read of cavalry, it says that cavalry has more staying power than shock cavalry. So this is a well-timed charge by these near unstoppable cavalry units can cause devastating damage. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you get these guys into position as shock cavalry and they hit really hard, then that hit can change the tide of battle. But if they hit okay, once they're in the shindig, they're not as cool as these other guys. They see the Black Knights. They look like there was half an error there. It says fast and good against smaller targets. Cavalry also have more staying power in melee than charge-focused shock cavalry. So, you know, they get their charge, but once they're in there, like swimwear, they can stay. And that's cool that these guys are Black Knights and that they're all on their cavalry style, but there's something else somewhere in here. Oh, they're right here. These are the Hex Wraith. These are ethereal cavalry. And I'm gonna click this right here so you can get a better look. Maybe the picture will be here somewhere. Give you some, it's a little tiny picture. But these are cavalry with sights. They're not shock cavalry, and they're also ethereal, which should be written here somewhere. Ethereal doesn't say specifically, but what it means is that you know, they're basically ghost, so they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry about difficult terrain. Like sometimes we're in bogs, doesn't matter to them because they're ghost. These ones can hide in the forest. That's cool. These guys also get vanguard deployment. So eventually we're gonna shoot for that. But in order to do that, we need to get one of these things, the defiled cairn, all the way up. Oh, I said how I get crypt rules. All the way up to level 5. So I think. When this finishes in 2 turns, because we gave it the corpse pile for a good garrison, and that will level it up even more. When this finishes in 2 turns, we'll get the extra thing here. Oh wait, no, see, that's why I pay attention to this thing here. You can't go higher than 3 with this thing. So we'll have to make this in at Castle Hasselhoff over here. But we can't even start it until it's been level 2. So one turn when it levels 2s, the next thing we're going to do over here is make the let's check and see what the ancient armory. That's cool. So over here I'm going to make that. Then I'm going to make the ancient armory. Then reliquary. Anyway, I'm getting confused. It needs something else. Whatevs. So that's what we're going to do over here. We're going to make the... where did it go? The defiled cairn. Up to the lodestone of darkness. And then we're going to make the ancient anvil. Oh, reliquary is this. Okay, so this goes to this, and then this goes to this, which will give us the black coach, which also requires this. So then we can build black coaches and vampires. These are heroes. Over there. And then, if we have time, or not if we have time, but eventually, maybe we'll get into the book thing. But cool. That's the idea. Okay. Now, a couple of things about our lands. Now, we've completed all of Western Sylvania, but Eastern Sylvania, if you notice, one of these things is chained off. That's a Schwarzenweifel. Schwarzenweifel. That is taken by these people. They're neutral, but they're human. The problem with humans, and we'll go into diplomacy for this, is there's so freaking many of them.
Through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
Yeah, he talks a lot. So, like Templhoff. Not Templehoff, was it the one? The sun guy. Averland. Here. See, this is his land here. It's a big land. According to this, he's no match for me. He's got 3 settlements. So, I don't think we're even listed. How are we not listed? We are Manfred von Karstein, the vampire counts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, the Bloody Spears have way more than us, but their military might is nothing. See, Averland has this, but they have a treaties with us? Do we get them a non-aggression pact to get a bigger fish to fry? We might have. So let's click on Averland. They are enemies with Schwarzenweifel and the Skull Takers. Oh, Schwarzenweifel is the name of the peoples that are over here crumbling, because that got taken from them. So you see, I want that, but what I'm going to wait for is hopefully they can get back in there and just have enough force to take it, and then we'll swoop in and take it from them, and then they won't get mad because we didn't attack them, we attacked them. Another thing I just remembered, let's get out of this right here, is that the enemies we just utterly, totally crushed, they're still right here. Now, they've barely got a force of any kind. They've got like a zombie and a skeleton. It's like they would just bounce off the defenses and the walls, I believe. Is there a... Waldorf. Yeah, they're gonna bounce off the Waldorf defensive line. I could just walk away and they bounce off of that. But in the off chance they've got something else hidden somewhere, I think we're gonna hold strong here. And instead of going in ourselves, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these bad boys. Oh, they're still recruiting some flying monstrosities. Okay. When they finish recruiting their flying monstrosities, if they're still hanging out over there, we're going to take these guys and hit them like a rock. Because since they have no land, they've got two choices. Hit us, or try to hit something else. So if we click over here...
Ignore that.
Well, they have a standing force. Nothing for us, but it's more than enough to take on them. So they are... neutral? So we're not going to mess with them. Let's double check and make sure everything is copacetic with all of our stuff. Did we get all our skill for this guy? No, we have one more skill. Okay. Did we get evasion? Oh yeah, evasion is what we're going to get next. And then we're going to get into some really gung-ho magics. This Winds of Death, strong versus multiple targets. That's when we can start hitting waves of, hit a block with a good spell. And then this Curse of Years makes them super weak, as it like weakens their power. And then eventually you get this thing. What does this do? I think this is a... Oh no, it's an augment. It's active. It gives us more Husmawasits. And that's all well and good. But I think once we get through a good chunk of these spells, like, that's good too. Once we get through a good chunk of these spells, we can go for the Arcane Conduit for, whatever the heck that is. But I think one or two spells over here, and we might have to see about making me more BA over here. Also, at level 9 is when we get the Bard, so it's when we get the Mount. And once we're going to be getting the Mount, then we're going to really want those other dudes I was talking about. I think is, I'll check this right here. Next turn. Yeah, next turn we get the Black Knights. Those shot cavalry. No. The Black Knights. And once we have the Black Knights, then I'm gonna take those guys. Oops, wrong button. And I'm going to replace these 4 skeletal warriors with 4 things of Black Knights. And the Black Knights are going to go with him. And then Mario von Karstein is going to get command of the Grave Guard. Yeah, baby. Oh, you see? The little arrow tells me he needs another skill point. Oh, he's a necromancer. You see, I don't know why I always double dip with necromancers, but I do. So, more invocation in the heck. So he can have the invocation in the heck for his boss, and then he could have it for his peoples. Because what happens is he has a limited range. So if like he's over here, and that's his range right there, and he's got his Black Knights in there, and this guy is like way over there, then he can cast on those guys because he got the invocation of the heck. But if I want to cast, then Mario von Karstein would leave his unit to go over there just to cast a spell. I figured it out the hard way. I had a bat, some Vargeist that were going downtown like Chinatown, and I sent somebody over there. As I asked him to cast a spell, so he left his unit to go cast a spell and exposed himself to attacks. He didn't expose himself. Let's not go crazy. So that was crazy. I know I still got these weakling bats over here, but the upkeep for too many of these Vargeist is just crazy talk. So I mean, he's gonna have 2 more, but I want to have two strong units that are gonna be able to do what they're going to do. It isn't just gonna be all. Excuse me. It isn't just gonna be all Manfred doing all the work. These other guys gotta earn their keep too. Like this guy's only level 1. He's gotta get his feet wet in the battles coming soon. So Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing with him that I was doing over there with Manfred, where he is earning his keep a little at a time to get his peoples together. You know, with the zombie waves first and kind of earning his stripes and stuff like that. So if Manfred is doing well and whatever he's doing over here, you know, I'm not gonna push into human lands just yet. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here and we're gonna start retaking these places. See, there's like 0 wealth and income because we can't do anything with this except for sack it. So if we come over here and we start sacking some of these major places, I don't know what happens, how you stop them, because you know how if they sack this into the ground, we can rebuild it. Well, what happens if I like sack all of this stuff? I mean, is there a way to sack it so I can't come back? Because that's the only way that I can think that would really help us, you know, about sacking these things. I mean, the money's good. Sure, the money's good. You know, they've got 8 iron. Or no, they got iron and the garrison size is 8. I'm not concerned about the garrison size, honestly. But anyway, yeah, we're going to figure it out with... see, I'm rambling. It's like 60 minutes in and I haven't even had a battle yet. Anyway, we're going to end this turn, let everybody shift around. Oh yeah, commandments. That's the thing. Now that I own this province, I can make commandments. One is for increased unit capacity, so in 2 turns, when I can get Black Knights, I can recruit all 4 in 1 turn. That's pretty nifty. One is for increased tax rate, so we can make more monies in the short term. One is for vampiric growth. +1. Plus 20 growth and +1 vampiric corruption. So that spreads into other lands. I'm not sure if all the vampires can use vampiric growth, but I'm pretty sure that unit there that's crumbling and the other unit that's crumbling are the last 2 vampire count people. Let's double check with the diplomacy. Yeah, those are the only 2 vampire realms. So once those 2 go downtown and neither one of them have settlements, then the vampiric corruption only helps me. So, yeah. Anyway, so we have to make a... we have to make our commandments. I want this thing here for later, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say, give me... yeah, give me increased tax rate. And then we're going to go ahead and end the turn. And we're going to watch what these guys do on their turns, because they've got to do something, or they're just going downtown. Yeah, they're going to hit us as hard as they can. See, they moved around a little bit. They gathered some forces, just quite a bit. I could totally play this. Really, I could. Luther von Karstein, the vampire counts. That's just the garrison. So if I would have left, they might have overwhelmed the garrison. Big thing on might. But you see how it's like 3, 7, 7, 7. I didn't look at that. That was because I starved this place out before I attacked it. So not so much. Now I could auto-resolve this. But why? 18 minutes. Let's see some battles, baby. I got 3 of these guys that are good to go. I've got these guys, plus I got enough zombies. No, zombies are a little down, but both of them have invocation in the hex. So let's go to town. Let's fight this battle. I'm gonna have Mario von Karstein cast invocation in the heck on himself. I think it's actually a heal. They don't have any air units. All they have is zombies. So I'm going to have my zombies move forward. Well, I'll show you when we get into it. When we get into it, I'm going to line it up the way I always do, with zombies forming a nice big meat line in the front. Gamma on magic. No, start to play. Okay. Zombies are my first unit. Usually we auto-resolve something that's this pathetic for them. But just to show you how little people we could really lose. Skeletons, commanded by Mario von Karstein. It's gonna go right. Oh, number 2. Go right here. And then the Grave Guard, commanded by Manfred. The Vargulf. I'm gonna put here. Oh, see all the skeletons and zombies and stuff that was part of the reserve are over here. We're gonna take them and we're gonna put them back here so they can replenish on their own, not get involved in this combat. Our bats. We're gonna have them, the bats, move forward on the left, and we're gonna have the Vargeist swoop forward on the right. And once our main forces hit them, we're gonna pincer attack, but like, we're gonna have this dude's down the middle, and then these dudes, the bats from this side, and the Vargeist from this side. I was almost trying to motion with my hands, but you can't see my hands. So, alright, ready? Let's go! Zombies, just go straight forward. Skeletons, also go straight forward.
These lands are mine.
Manfred von Karstein, you come to here. You fight if they need you to. Vargulf, come to here. See, I could have him go farther, but the problem with the Vargulf is he's faster than everybody else, so if I have him go too far forward, he'll get there. Okay, now that I've set them on their task, let's see what's going on with these guys. Very small unit of skeletons. Bigger unit of skeletons. Really big unit of zombies. And back here, at full health, is their leader. I guess their last leader, Bernard the Righteous. And on my side, you can see walls of stuff. You can go left and right, I suppose. Not gonna do you no good. Yeah, the thing about vampire counts that I know is that they don't have no ranged attacks, except for this wizard. He could make things not cool for us, if he wishes to, which is why we're gonna take Manfred right now and tell him and his entire unit of Grave Guard to ignore everything else and go straight for that. Where's my Vargulf? Vargulf, go for the zombies. Bats, give them a hand. Oh, it looks like I crisscrossed. The bats were on this side. Whatever, no biggie. And it's a giant cluster.
Empower me.
I gotta get through the stuff in the front first. How is the Vargulf doing? Melee winning decisively. They're moving still? No, they're in there.
Life is a fate.
Invocation of the Heck on yourself. You. Invocation of the Heck. Their lord is dead. They crumble. The end. I don't even not even get a chance to cast my spell. That's pretty cool. And that should be the end of the Templehoff, which is good because we've already renamed Castle Templehoff to Castle Hasselhoff. So maybe we should take the lord over there, get him nice and drunk, and change his last name. Change his like first and last name. The other lord, who's only level 1, so his name isn't that important. Change his last name to Lord David Hasselhoff, progenitor of the Hasselhoff line. You see, they're crumbling. They should just be dead. But nope. So that was completed because I already had Necromancer in that thing there. The start of your turn of total dark magic of 10,000. Oh, that's a sort of unholy power. Okay, it's a quest. That's cool, I guess. So yeah, can I change the name of this dude? I can. His name is Racket. So his name is Da. I don't know how to do the fancy Enya line, so it's David. Hasselhoff. Now, I know if you guys think his name is David Hasselhoff, what is that about? His name is David. I mean, look at that face. He's got no mane. He's not David Hasselhoff. He's got no Knight Rider. But what he does have is a fancy castle that I've made him the lord of. Which is funny because, you know, you think with vampires they have this whole hierarchy of like this count and countess and this behind the scenes thing, but they don't have that. That is actually in the Empire. They have something down here where you're the emperor and you can name your lords and your ladies and treasurers and all that stuff. I think that'd be great to name him like Duke of Earl or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. You know, this is David Hasselhoff, the Duke of Earl, or this is Mario van Drakenhoff. No, Mario van Karstein, the Count of Duchovny. Nightmare level 9. Okay, Curse of Undeath. Yeah, let's do that one. And then for Van Karstein, 8. I'm on the quest of the Sword of Unholy Power. I want the Wind of Death. I want to know that if I send Van Karstein in to get a job done, he could just go Vini Vidi Vici with his hands, and a whole unit is just like, oh no, please, I'm so sorry, sir. What's even left in this army? A new lord has randomly appeared at level and power question mark, or random wizard, and like 20 skeleton warriors.
I hunt.
Problem is, I can't leave this place behind because the garrison is still recovering. You know, I recovered a bit because I didn't do anything last time, but the garrison is still recovering. So we're gonna change this to this, and we're gonna have them do it because that's got to be done. Auto-resolve. They still have some units left. What the heck, man? And then we're going to... Oh, no. See? Lost. Got it. Done. Utterly destroyed. No.
What do you want? Seas of blood.
Just keeps on auto-resolve. Now they're dead. It's like, wow, it's like a cockroach, that one. And now it should tell us, eventually down here it says, okay. Finish our units. Templhoff has finally been obliterated. Nothing left a part of the echoing laughter of thirsty gods. Rudolph von Karstein. Yeah, I know. We killed him ages ago. Just need to get him across the border. The problem with that is that attack, that's going to anger these people. The Essen. Look, if we go to the diplomacy thing, and we go down to the Essen. What the heck? Oh no, that's just the Ostermark is what they're called. The Ostermark. And then we look at relations. Oh, it's not good here. Oh, I know. And we go over to here. Or something. somewhere there's a way to see why they're mad at you. And usually it's like you went into their lands too many times. And I'm like, oh, my bad, dude. But anyway, he definitely earns the stripes, 2 points, for hitting that thing again and again. Now this guy is a vampire lord. Instead of going the Invocation of the Heck, because what I can do is I can have Mario go over there and support him with all of his spells, because he has all that stuff. I can make him a more BA warrior. Melee defense. No, we're gonna make him defensive for now. Makes me think. If Mario's not my right-hand man, then maybe this should be Mario, and the right-hand man should be somebody else. Or, I don't know, maybe when we're building our third army, we'll have a Necromancer in charge there, and he won't be as powerful as this dude, because he's just a hero. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Because, I mean, honestly, we could rename this dude Mario, and he's the Lord, and he's the leader of the army, and whatever. But our Mario is level 3. Oh. So I guess they're currently on par. So, I guess that works out for now. But anyway, I've been rambling for far too long. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know we didn't get a lot done because I rambled way too much in the beginning. Maybe I'll give you guys a bonus episode for today, if you're nice. Have a great night or day, guys, and keep those wheels a-spinning.